Hi, welcome back to Informatica tutorial. Last class we have seen how to load into multiple targets using one pipeline. Now let's see how to load into multiple targets, more than one pipeline. One pipeline. So uh, the diagram looks like this. So there is a source table which is maybe EMP, and then there is Informatica source qualifier transformation, and now there is a target which is a table here, EMP table, and then this is a table, and then in the next pipeline there is again an employee table or a department table and a source qualifier and department flat file this time. So basically, or a department table, it doesn't matter, basically flat file or a table. So let's take department flat file. So these are two pipelines. These are not connected to each other, two source qualifiers and two different pipelines. So when you can actually put these two pipelines in one mapping. So all this can be enclosed in one mapping and can be run after. So when you have a mapping like this, you can choose which pipeline you want to run first and then which one you want to run second. So you can do this when these two are connected, when these two are closely related tables. They have to be loaded always together, but one after the other. So the disadvantage with this is you don't have, if you start a session, both of them will run one after the other. If suppose you want to run departments first and then employees second, suppose department succeeds and then employees fails, you don't have an option to run only employees. You have to run both. When you start a session, both of them will run. So use this only when both of these tables are tightly coupled, or both of these targets are tightly coupled. Both of them have to be loaded together, always one after the other. So in that case, you can use this, and you can specify something called target load plan when you do this. So this is how you, using target load plan, you specify the order in which these targets are loaded. Let's see how to do that in Informatica. So I'm going to create a new mapping, flat file as well as table, two pipelines. So I'll first drag, I will, slightly I will change the name of the mapping. I can edit and change it. So EMP flat file and table, two pipelines basically. So let me first drag employees, and I'm loading this to the employees target, or I will load this to the employees flat file. And so I'll do the auto link, and I will next drag department source and department table target, and then do the auto link again. So let me save this and then see how to run this. So I've created a workflow and a session to run this. I'm setting my standard properties here. Save the log for last 5 runs, and stop on errors as 1. I'll specify my source and target. So both are $source here. Let me come to the targets now, and I'm setting this to normal, and then truncate target table option I'm enabling. And then if I see the flat file here, it is in target file directory. I'll name this as ffemployees3.out so that I don't overwrite the earlier files. Okay, I'm done with the session configuration. So let me just run this. So you see here, two sources are, okay, it has failed. Let me check why. Okay, I forgot to give $target in the target connection. So it is trying to truncate the HR.departments and then failing due to the foreign key constraint violation. So I've changed that. So let me run again. So it ran successfully, and 27 records got loaded into department table and 107 records got loaded into employee flat file. So let's see how each of them looks like. So this has 27 records, and we will see the target files directory. So this has 107 records. So if you see the order in which these two have run, we can see only in the log file, because both of them are small tables, so they pretty much got loaded very quickly. So but we will see the order in the log file here. So the log file shows first departments got loaded, and then employees, writing output to the employee flat file. So why departments got loaded first? So let's see here, mappings, target load plan. You see here, by default departments came first. Now suppose I want to change this order. I want to load employees first. Employees is my parent table, for example. So I want to change the order. So I keep it as employees here and then the departments next. So let's see, let me run this and see how this runs again. So whenever I do some change in the mapping, I come here and do refresh mapping and save this to make it valid, and then I run this now. So let me check how this time it looks. So it is running now, and it should load both again, 27 records and 107, but the order in which this gets loaded this time would be different. So let me see the order in which it gets loaded. So we are expecting employees to run first, employees flat file to be loaded first. So writing output to employees flat file dot out. Then only it is loading to the departments table, because we have specified in the target load plan here to load the employees first and then the departments. So that is what is called target load plan. In general, if you do this kind of thing, 2 pipelines in one mapping, the problem is, as I told earlier, you cannot recover only one of this. You cannot restart only one of these pipelines. You have to do everything. So even though the first pipeline is completed successfully, the second one failed. Both of them you have to run again. You don't have control over running part of the mapping. You have to run the entire mapping by running the session. So you have to really think whether it is a good idea to club multiple pipelines into one mapping. So we are done with this session. Thank you.